Hi there, welcome to Burning Waters of the Moon Tarot. My name is Desiree, and this video is a shadow reading for Libra. In this series, I have been using this Goliath tarot deck. I've been using, this is by Goliath, and then I've been using True Black Tarot by Arthur Wang, and then this is the Medicine Woman's Oracle. And so at the end of the reading, I'm going to pull an oracle card to see if maybe that can help shed some light on the shadow. See if that can give you a bit of direction. So Libra, happy birthday. The sun is in Libra right now, and okay, let me just clear the decks really quick. I don't know. Oh, yeah, it's still burning. If for any reason, Libra, this reading is not fitting the situation that you're currently in, I urge you to try the reading for your moon sign or your rising sign. You can also check the sidereal signs as well, and maybe even Pluto. Pluto is the planet of like destruction and getting rid of things that are not serving you. While with the shadow, we don't quite want to get rid of the shadow, but we do want to get rid of the behavior that is being created by the shadow. But we really want to acknowledge our shadow and give him a big hug and say that we love you and sorry about everything that happened, and just, you know, the shadow is a part of ourselves, so we're not wanting to banish it, not wanting to cast it away or hide it even deeper. We just want to acknowledge the pain that that we have experienced, and the reason why we act out in such a way or have an aversion to a certain thing is because we're trying to protect ourselves. And the shadow at one point was a protection mechanism, but after a while, it no longer serves us. You know, we might not be in the exact situation anymore, but something from that long ago will trigger us, and we might act out in a way that is not completely deserving of the situation. So that is that, Libra, and I am going to shuffle one more time, and then we are going to start. Okay, let's see what we have for you, Libra. 10 of Wands in reverse. The 8 of Wands in reverse. And then the 2 of Swords. Okay, so Goliath made this deck as a shadow deck to help illuminate the shadow, okay? So some of these images may be a little dark, and I think of this spread, this one is the darkest, but we have fire here, and then we have sword energy, which is air. And let's see. So the 10 of Wands is a card of being overburdened, probably doing a lot of work that maybe necessarily isn't all yours, but somehow you got tasked with all of it, you got stuck with all of it, and so, you know, you're tired, you're feeling a little underappreciated. You know, 10s should be the time when we are enjoying the 1 through 9 experience and learning from the 1 through 9 experience. But the 10, the swords and the wands are a suit of a little bit of heaviness. They're usually not the happiest and not the easiest suits to go through. But they are important because they're catalysts. They help us move. It's the forward energy, the masculine energy that gets us moving and going. So So we also have the Eight of Wands here, which is also a card of movement. With it being in reversed, maybe you're moving too fast, or maybe you're stuck in moving, or moving even too slow. So I am seeing a lot of fire energy right here. And with both of them being in reversed, it's a little troublesome. Maybe you're overworked. And then with this air energy here, we have the Two of Swords, and generally that's like a decision that needs to make. You're weighing something on your mind, and you're trying to decide, is this good? Is this bad? Is this a yes? Is this a no? Should I stay or should I go? Um, so, and I like how Goliath puts a subtitle on all the cards, and this one's called The Blind Seal. And this is taking us, in RWS, we have the figure sitting with the swords crossed across her chest. And she's blindfolded. So she's being called to make this mental decision, to use the mental energy, the mental and your intelligence to make this energy. And then we've got the crescent moon here in the background. So kind of like you're just kind of being guided in the dark, or you've got to make this decision in the dark without too much outwardly input. Let's use the True Black Tarot to dive a little deeper here. Oh, and the Devil card just pops right out. I'm not going to take this one because I didn't even get a single shuffle in, but that was a little telling that the Devil has been making a lot of appearances in my readings lately. In all the decks, not just the True Black Tarot. And I think it's just a time when maybe it's just what's going on in the world right now with a lot of overindulgences. It's easy to want to hide from things. It's easy to want to drown things out so you don't actually have to face it. And, dealing with emotions is tough. Dealing with your emotions is tough. Dealing with other emotions is tough. Other people's emotions are tough, and then children too, man, they can sometimes be tough as well, because as a parent, you've got to remember to keep your patience, because you have to remember that this child really has no idea what's going on. They don't understand why they're so upset, why they're crying, why they're having this tantrum. All they know is, they're not getting what they want, but there's a deeper emotion within that. And so emotions are tough, but the flip side is they're beautiful as well, because while these kids can be tough, you do love them with all your heart, and it's wonderful to see them succeed and play sports and create and draw, and my oldest daughter sings, and I love it when she sings. Okay, let's get back on this. Okay, so for you, Libra, 10 of Wands in reverse. Let's see what we have from the True Black Tarot. So we have the Four of Wands in reverse. Then we have, I'm sorry, this is not Wands. This is the Four of Swords in reverse. And then we have the Three of Swords in reverse. And then another reversal. Wow, okay. The Four of Cups in reverse. So we've got air, water, and then fire up here. This card here, I just want to show you this. Look at this. It's an actual heart with the ventricles and everything. And then you can even see the blade coming out of this, showing through this artery right here. The detail is just exquisite. Okay, so 4, 3, 4. That would be 11. So while you're caught up in this frustration, there is also some mental energy that you're dealing with as well. And then with this card, Four of Cups in reverse, this card is usually about like complacency, not seeing the gifts that are before you, that are being handed to you. Um, excuse me, I think I am coming down with something. My daughter last night went to my mother-in-law's house, and my niece, my sister-in-law lives there as well. My niece was sick and got my daughter sick, and now I think I am kind of catching that. But I've got a really good immune system, so I've just got to, take my little vitamin um, concoction, my little vitamin cocktail, and then I drink some teas, of course. So I don't expect to be this way for long. But anyhow, I keep getting off of subject. I am so sorry, guys. So there is there's some stuff that's ruminating in your mind, and I have a new understanding of this Three of Swords card, thanks to Dove and Serpent. It's like you're recreating a heartbreak in your head. You just keep bringing it up and bringing it up, and maybe that's what you're working so hard here, and why you're tired and just in this constant state of frustration or tiredness, is because you're not letting yourself rest, and then you're also just rolling this heartbreak, this issue in your mind over and over and over again. And then we've got the Four of Cups here in reverse, and while this card is usually a card of complacency, upright in reverse, I want to say that it's just it's more than of complacency. It's more of just a complete lack of awareness. You don't even realize that this emotional situation is even there. At least with complacency, you're just like, okay, I recognize that. That's okay, whatever. I'm fine with it, but with this, there's just complete lack of awareness, complete lack of emotion. It's like you just don't even realize it's there. So let's get a read on this Eight of Wands in reverse, Libra. See what's going on here. Wow. And here's the Devil. I try not to put it in here, Libra, and then, oh my goodness. And I even put the Devil in the middle of the deck. It's just, she just wants to come out. Okay, so I love this Devil card. She has 4 arms, and each hand is doing something differently. I don't know if this is going to show very well. But we have this first hand who has the finger over her lips, and she's like, you need to be quiet. Just be quiet. Do what I say. And then we have this hand here, which seems like maybe she's holding something, but it seems like the hand is grasping something black. But I also feel like she might be having her hand over the heart. And then this one is kind of beckoning you to come. And then this is holding on to some chains, which I'm feeling like this is like bondage. And this is like luring, desire, luring, I think is the best word. And then this is just sort of hiding the heart. And then if this of course is just telling you to be quiet. This is telling you just don't say anything, do what I say. And then she's got this stern, very stern look on her face. This is our major arcana card. And so this card is telling us that there is some kind of situation you have yourself in which you're covering up something with something else. You're using earthly pleasures, overindulgences to cover up something that you don't want to face. And that can be like Usually it's emotional, because like I said, emotions are a tough thing to deal with, yours and everyone else's. And so sometimes we don't want to deal with them. And but the thing is if we don't express our emotions, acknowledge the emotions, they start to fester. And they just start to get to a point where, they start to boil over, and then there's an explosion, and then and then it causes conflict, it causes heartbreak, it causes self-destructive behavior. So these emotions have got to be recognized, expressed, and let out. If somebody hurts your feelings, let that person know. They don't have to apologize. We don't want a forced apology, but at least, you're not holding on to that. You're saying, hey, that hurt me, that really upset me, and that person can do what they want with it. And then you get to decide if you want to keep that person in your life if they're not going to apologize. Or if they are, you can decide what you want to do then. Okay, so let's see what else we have with the devil for this Eight of Wands. We've got the Queen of Swords in reverse. And then we've got the Moon in reverse. Okay, so another major arcana card here. The Moon is about illumination, things that are hidden as well, things that we might not quite see unless they're pointed out. And I really like this depiction of the Moon. We've got the crescent here, and then we've got her reaching down into this bowl. But actually, this bowl here is this bowl up here, this is her hand. And I just think this is a wonderful, wonderful depiction of the Moon. And with it being in reverse, I feel like there is just something that is hidden from you. There is definite work that we need to illuminate. And with our Queen of Swords here, she is, all queens are water, right? But this queen is air of water. So while she is an emotional person, she does have emotions. Her first and foremost thing is air. Okay, she acts with air. She acts with intellect. She sees the world through an intellectual way, but she has a little bit of emotion kind of sprinkled in there. But for the most part, she's going to be ruled by this air. And so with here, I'm feeling like you, with this Eight of Wands in reverse, we've got this Devil card of overindulgences, maybe some addictions or something. And it's this action, this Devil is hiding something within this Moon, and I feel like it might be clouding your judgment. And with that, we have this Eight of Wands in reverse. So I feel like you're sort of being impeded in a way. Your actions aren't necessarily let's read this Two of Swords. And so I've got a piece of this, but I need some more pieces. So Two of Swords in reverse. Okay, we've got the King of Pentacles in reverse. Then we've got the Page of Pentacles upright. And then we've got the World card in reverse. So, lots of major arcana on this end. And then we've got nothing but major arcana and court cards here. And all aspects of the court cards are being represented. Queen, King, and Page. Oh, we were missing the Knight, my bad. But with this being our actionary, I mean, the Eight of Wands is pretty actionary. It's our fire card. It's an action card. It's a go, just like the Knights are. So we have the World card in reverse, and this card is sort of like the end. This is what we've been working towards, right? This is the end of our journey that we've been working so hard to get through. But it's in reverse, so we're not quite there yet. We can't actually say job well done. It's time to kick up the boots and rest. We're not quite done. We still have some more work to do. So the King of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. The King is air, and then he is in the Pentacle suit, so he is heir of Earth. So while he is an intellectual king, he's a very hardworking king, and he brings things to fruition. You know, he's a worker. He's a craftsman. He's an expert craftsman. And then our page here is sort of like his apprentice. So I'm feeling like perhaps there's something that you want to accomplish here. You've put in the work. You're tired of putting in this work, but there's still movement that needs to happen. But I think you're caught up you're caught up. I would say you're caught up in this devil situation here. And perhaps you're unaware of it, with the moon being in reverse, and also with the queen being in reverse as well. You don't have that mental capacity, and you're not allowing yourself to express what it is emotionally. You're kind of double whammied here. You know, you're not allowing yourself to express your intellectual side, and you're also not allowing yourself to express your emotions. And I mean, yeah, and that's what I'm seeing here too, with these two air cards, and then this water card being in reverse as well. So you seem pretty stuck in something, Libra, and this decision that you've got to make. It's almost like if you need to stay with this project, or if you need to maybe backtrack it a little bit. So like, you've put in all this work here, but you're not quite feeling that it's at that expert level where you're ready to call it, say I'm done. Pages, he's our only upright card in this column here, and our page is he's sort of like the novice of every of the court cards. He doesn't have the experience that the king and queen have. So he's still learning, he's still exploring, he's still trying to check things out, seeing what works. And so perhaps you're in this decision spot of, do you need to backtrack a little bit? Should you go backwards just a little bit to see if maybe you can perfect it, so that you can feel that you're in this king of pentacles energy, where you're proud of your work, you think it's perfect, you put in this sweat, blood, and tears, and you have it at that perfect sweet spot where it needs to be, and you can call it as done. And so like, the way that I would say that this is relating to the shadow is, you know, perhaps that your overindulgences, I've got cat hair on there, I'm sorry guys. Your overindulgences are maybe keeping you from reaching your full potentiality, with this devil card here. And like I said, when the devil appears, we are overindulging, but there's a reason. There is a reason why we are substituting something of the physical nature, food, drink, working, video games, so that we don't have to face what's going on emotionally. So I have a little coal going over here, and I'm burning Gopal as I'm reading, but it looks like my coal went out. Oh, it did. Okay. It's okay, I got my little candle here. So let's get a reading, a card from the Medicine Woman's Oracle. This deck shuffles wonderfully as well. It shuffles like the Goliath. I just have to be extra careful because I don't read reversals when using oracle cards. I don't know if anyone does. I don't think I've ever seen someone using a reversed oracle. I'm sure there's somebody out there who does. Now, everybody does things differently. Let's go ahead and split this deck. I don't think I've been doing that at all. I love this green. I just think that green is fabulous. And these cards have 4 different categories, and the categories are separated by the color of the backs, and then they have a ribbon down at the bottom. Okay, one more shuffle. I'm over shuffling because I'm excited. I like the way they feel. Okay, so we've got the rose-colored back, and your card is Sacred Sexuality. Reconnect with the source of your divine sexuality. So I'm going to read about this in the book. It's almost impossible to memorize the meanings of oracle decks, and I have so many. Okay, I am Kundalini. The snake coiled at the base of your spine, the energy of the deeps, your precious ally for sacred sexuality. The ancient matriarchal tribes worshipped women as cosmic wombs filled with the earth's life force. In the organic union of male and female principles, the delicious beat that moves the elements could express itself. Sexuality, the doorway to true love, thus becomes the prelude to spiritual experiences. In the Hindu Tantra tradition, when Kundalini awakens, our sexual energy rises up the length of our spines, and the bodily aspect fades away before a vast feeling of completeness where heart and consciousness open wide. Okay, so I am not quite sure how this is going to relate to the reading. Sacred sexuality. Let's see. What can we... I don't know. I don't know, Libra. I'm going to leave that up to you to interpret that, to see if maybe that rings a bell. I mean, I think that's going to be quite specific to somebody. And like I said, not all Libras, or I don't think I said it in this video, but I generally say it a lot in my videos, but not all signs are going to be going through the same thing, or not all Libras are going to be going through the same thing at the same time. So so that is very specific, very, very specific. But like I said, I do see that that there is some overindulgences going on, and it's going to be with maybe a lot of work here. And I think your shadow work to be working with here is to understand why you feel that you are not quite here at this King of Pentacles. What is it that you're hiding from? Are you afraid of success? Are you afraid of failure? You know, why are you overworking yourself? And perhaps that's what your big decision is here. Like, are you afraid of success? Are you afraid of failure? Do you just want to stay in this page energy all the time? There's something that you might need to uncover with that. And perhaps it might be something that happened at a previous job, or maybe it goes all the way back to your childhood where you might be afraid to put yourself out there. I do see a lot of mental energy kind of being stuck. You know, this here to me is repeating here with the Queen of Swords. We've got air and water, and then air and water here. So I do feel that it might be that that maybe you're kind of you're overthinking an emotional state, and perhaps you're just double questioning yourself um, in a way that because of a past emotional trauma that you experienced. Um, if I can share something with you, Libra, I can say really recently I've gotten a lot of subscribers. And at first I was excited, and then I got really scared. I became sort of paralyzed. I would do a couple of readings, and then that's that typical thought that I've been wrestling with almost my entire life of being a disappointment, started to sneak into my head and just wrap its nasty self around my brain, and then I just became very I just got paralyzed, I guess you could say, with the thought of just being a disappointment and not living up to what all these new subscribers think that I am or thought that I was. And I really got scared. And there were some moments when I was just like, well, I shouldn't be doing this anyway. I'm not even good at this. And it really has taken a lot for me to do some videos after I've seen all these new subscribers that I have. And it's taken me a lot right now to be vulnerable and even express this. But it might be easier since we're not face to face. But still, I think it's a step forward for me to express that. And I also think that it was another step forward for me to recognize what was going on in my head and not to actually just give up and run away, which has so many times been very typical of something that I would do. So I just wanted to share that with you, and perhaps maybe this thought that's going in your head about well, I must not be this master of creation. I must not be this master builder. I'm probably just this apprentice page, and my work doesn't really mean anything, and so my work's not even ready. So I'm just gonna give up. But you've put all this work in, right? You've done all this work. Look at all this that you've done here. You're 10 of Wands. That's lots and lots of work. 8 of Wands. That's actual energy, fire energy, action. Look at these comets. I mean, this is called the meteor shower, and just look at them. Look at that potentiality, that work, that fire, that drive of them just shooting through the atmosphere. And that's within you, Libra. You have that. So don't let this devil here tell you to be quiet. Don't let her, keep you shackled in these chains. We don't belong there. We're fabulous. We are spectacular. We're fantastic, and we can have it all. We can. We really can. So go deep, go deep. Try to work with this. Try to figure out what is being hidden from you. What you're not expressing. Figure that out. And if this sacred sexuality card, if this means anything to you, if this can help with you in any kind of way, I mean, sometimes we just need that sacred sexual release, from somebody that we love and someone that we trust, and for people to share that amazing sexual energy. That's a big that is just a big energy when two people who are in love and sharing something so sacred, when that comes together and starts working with one another, it not only is it a physical release, but it's also it releases endorphins. It puts us in a place where we feel that that we're loved and appreciated. So maybe that can help you. Okay, Libra, that's what I have for you. Thank you for listening to my vulnerability, and thank you for watching this video, and thank you for subscribing, all you new subscribers, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.